craft academy. Wow, so we're going to work with the bow maker. Now we've got some great things that we're going to do here for you, but we're going to start off with the bow maker on its own, Nancy. Tying perfect bows can be a real dilemma, can't it?
Well, it is. I mean, I love using ribbon on all of my projects, and up until recently, I always used to use my fingers because I always used to say I've always got my fingers with me, but they weren't perfect.
Yep.
So I'm going to show you how to use the bow maker to make an absolutely perfect one. So here it is, and it's got these little prongs here, and then you've got these little slots there. Now these are there for you to just pop your tail. Now if you are right-handed, then you'll do this, what I'm doing, which is put your tail on the left, and then you've got your ribbon going to the right. If you're left-handed, then you just go the other way. So I decide how big a loop I want on my bow. So I'm going to go into number 3. So there's the center. 1, 2, 3, and you can see that we've got a little channel down the center, and you've got that hole right there, and then I'll show you how you're going to do that. So put your ribbon through. Okay, so there it is, it goes in there, and then take it around the back of the bow maker and pull it into the same slot on the other side. Okay, now at this point, you can, if you like, is to put your ribbon there to keep it tight for a little while, and I can then snip that ribbon away. So I like doing it that way because that allows me to decide how much ribbon I need without having to guess and taking loads of ribbon off the reel. You can work with it on the reel. Okay, so put it through this is your leading tail now. You're going to put it through that hole. In it goes. There you go. And then you can take that up, and what you're going to do is pull it up and through that central channel, and then take it down. Now at this point, I always put it on there. I put it on the floor or on the your work table, and then you just take this, what I call that back tail. You can take that out now, and you just knot it. That's it. While the bow's in the bow maker, this is your opportunity to trim the tails into little mermaid tails, or if you want to just go up at a slant, do it like that. And then I'm going to give that another little tug. So you decide whether you want to pull the tails up to the top or up to the bottom. It's up to you. And then you slide it off, and there it is.
Brilliant.
And that's perfect.
Then, Nancy, you do a bow with some satin, and
I do.
You've got a little tip on how to hold that knot in place, haven't you?
Yes. Now, this is like a nylon satin, so
Yes.
it slips, and it's really difficult to keep it together.
Right.
It slides, and the knots always come undone.
Doesn't matter what method
It
you
doesn't
use,
matter.
does it?
So a little tip for you. So let's go into the same one. Go round, go back round here. Take it round to the front, pop it in there, and make a cut. There we go. Now you're going to pop your ribbon through that centre hole. Take it through, pull it out, exactly the same way, and back into that centre channel and back. Now at this point, I can just leave that for a minute, and I'm going to take a little bit of red super sticky tape. Just a little bit, or you could use a glue dot, something like that. And all I need to do is pop it right there, just under where that tail is. Just take off my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. I'm just pushing that down, and I take that carrier tape off. There it is, come on. It's going to come off in a minute. There we go. And then tie a knot. And what we do now, you see that, putting that little tiny piece of tape in there, super tape, is going to make sure that that knot stays where you put it.
And of course, you're not going to see it.
You're not going to see it.
Brilliant little tip.
It's a really clever little tip. Do the same with your tails. Do them while they're in there. And I'm doing a little point. See? Oh, no, I didn't do that one on that one, but you know what I mean. And there you go. So look, you can't see it. You can't
see it at all. Let me just really examine that. No, do you know, you really can't see it. Look at that, that's fabulous. Okay, so now we're going to use some contrasting ribbons.
Yes, okay.
So what have you got planned for this one when we put two together?
Put two together. So should we do a big bow, just from right to the end? Now, do this exactly the same thing.
Do you use both of them together?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. So pop that in there, okay? Let's go to this prong right there. Keep the only thing you have to worry about is keeping it in the right order. Take it round, and why don't we go for a double now? Okay. So we just keep going. Pop that in. See, I'm just making sure that black and white ribbon is going to go in as well. Take it round the back. Bring it to the front. Pop that under there just for now, and then make your cut.
Okay.
Okay, right now, what I'm going to do is take the top, that top tail, tuck it underneath that back tail, pull it through, pull it up into that central, and then I'm going to do a nice tight knot again. Tidy up the tails if you want to, and I'll just leave that as is to save a little bit of time. And there we go. So you've got your double loops. There it is.
Oh, how cute.
And you can flounce it. I always say you flounce your ribbons now. And look, how cute is that? If I just hold you that, I can show you.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
That's really lovely,
Ooh,
isn't it?
Exciting. Okay, now we're going to use two bow makers.
Right.
So we've got loads of exciting things that we're doing. Isn't it lovely, though, when you make perfect bows every single time? And I'm thinking of all the things that you could put them on. We could go home decor around the house. You could do, you could be putting them on lampshades. I could have them on my cuffs. You could put them on cuffs and hats.
Put in your hair.
I could. Just, but they do make a difference, don't they? A professional bow really looks good. Okay, so how do we combine the two bow makers?
Okay, there's a couple of ways actually. What you could do.
I've picked these ribbons. Do you like those?
I like these ribbons. I like these. I like this one, and I like this one. I don't want to put pink with it though.
No.
Right. Okay. So we've got the Beautiful. This is the biggie.
Yeah.
And it's really, really clever.
Okay.
So what I want to do is think about it. We saw me doing that, and you do the work on the back. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So this bow, the bow maker, works really beautifully with the Beautiful because they clip together. And then you have this little clip that you can keep it all together so that you can use, it's almost like having another pair of hands, so you can use the two together like that, and I don't have to worry about it.
And there's a gap between them as well, isn't there?
There's a gap because you're going to have bits and pieces in there.
Right, okay.
So bits of ribbon, maybe a knot. So what I'm going to do, because I need to work
on the back first.
on the back, so I'm turning it around.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to use this one. It's really, really pretty. Again, I'm going to do the same thing, and I can go right the way out now. It's a really big bow. So let's go to about there. So I'm 2 in from the end. Shall I do a double loop? I think I should. Let's do that. Go around the back.
You really do like your bows,
I
don't
love
you?
it. I love this little gadget. I think it's really clever, and it just makes it all so easy, and I can do really interesting all these different bows. They're layered, and they're all able to just do as much as you like. Right, that's that one. So let's put that over there. And now I'm going to use this one because it coordinates really nicely. Same idea. Let's put that in there. Keep going around. Let's go out to there because I can. And I'm going to do two loops again. Take it round, snip it. Oops, come here, that's it. Underneath that back tail, remember, underneath the back tail, push it through, pull it, and bring it round. Put it on the table just so that you've got time to sort that one out. And at this point, I could decide whether I want these or not.
Yeah.
I don't think I do, actually.
Okay.
I'm just going to snip them out. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it, okay? Don't need them. Right, now, turn that over.
Okay.
And I'm going to put this round like that. This is the front of my...
Oh, right.
This is the front of my bow.
You can see it coming together now,
Okay,
can't you?
let's put that clip on.
So the nice thing now is we could have any colour knot.
Any colour knot. Yeah, we could have pink if we wanted to.
Yeah, but you didn't like the pink.
No, I don't like it with these colours. So, now, right, now, what I can also do is that I could have a really nice tail. So that's that. Okay, that's going to do my knot. But I can also, if I want to, give an extra tail.
Oh, this is different.
I know. So I can put that in there, just like that. And I can tie it up,
Gosh.
isn't it?
Oh, God, it's a brilliant idea.
Now, it is fancy. It is OTT, but it's
but that's
fab.
perfect.
It is, isn't it? Okay, so as I said, while the bow is in your bow maker, take advantage and because it's all nice and neat for you, do your trimming then.
Yes.
Okay, and then this one. Okay, and this one. Okay, so now I've got lots of tails. I've got the pretty little piece right at the front. Undo that, it slips off. And then I'm just going to take both bows and pull. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Isn't that cute?
That is gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. And I love all the tails.
I think, you know, this is probably something for Christmas. It's
And Nancy, another good idea would you could take two of these and that could actually be used to tie it round a bottle or something like that because you've got the ribbon there to be able to go round a gift. Brilliant idea.
lovely, isn't it?
Okay, so I've got another request for us. Can we show us how to use cord?
Okay, it's exactly the same.
And also I've got some different materials. I've got a piece of fabric, I thought. Oh, that's a piece of fabric.
So do we have, let's go for a few. You know, I like being extravagant with ribbons and cords and all the rest.
It's very on trend, isn't it?
It is. So, okay, let's... Right, so I am going to pop that there, and it does hold it nicely.
Yeah.
And I probably don't need that. It's quite small. No, actually, I think I'll take it out there. The other thing that you can do is when you're, if you've maybe you wanted it a little bit longer, while it's still there, you can do this. You can move it around.
Adjust it.
You can adjust it, so you might want a longer tail, or you think, oh, I'm wasting cord or ribbon, so you can take that. Just very gently move it, see? I love that. I know, things like that really please me. That's it. Again, this is how I craft at home. I'm a messy crafter. Right, so again, I've left it on the reel, so that's all nice and neat.
So you're not wasting any.
Exactly. Okay, I think that'll do just to show us what it can do. And it's exactly the same. Through, up, back down, and do your knot.
What's nice is we can use all these different materials.
Exactly. And it works really, really good. Well, I'm going to give that another knot. But I find that with something like organza, you don't need to. With something like your satins, if you do the little one with the, isn't that pretty? Look how cute that is.
That's cute. Did you know, now I've got a piece of fabric here and I couldn't work out how to tie a bow with a piece of fabric to get a bow.
And, yeah.
Yes.
Let's do that then, shall we? Okay. And it's exactly the same.
Yeah, but it's good to see that all these different things actually give you the nice results.
Give you the opportunities to be able to use these sort of things, because I wouldn't have tried to do this. Right, let's put that in there. Let's go round. Have we got enough? Yeah, I can just move it, you see. Oh, it's really gripped that well there. Let's put that round. That's it. I'm just, see what's happened here? I'm just straightening it out.
Yeah.
And that you've got the time and the ability to do that as well. So go in right on the other side. So if you want a perfect little bow, then you'll always go for the same.
Equal sides.
Yeah. Right, under and over, right up to there. Bring it down.
You can see it's going to make a perfect bow.
It is.
How fabulous.
And just tie it. Tie it. There we go. That's it. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more because you've got all that fabric in there. And I'm just going to give that a nice... That's
tight knot.
And there we go.
Oh, wow.
That is nice. I like the way it's fraying as well.
I do too. Oh, thank you. That's fab. Oh, look at that. That really does look fabulous, doesn't it? Now, we've just got time to show you how to put a buckle slider onto your bow. So
okay.
We'll just do one of those really quickly. While Nancy's just pulling off her ribbon, I'm just going to show you a couple of the bows that we've done. In fact, we've got lots of examples of different things that you can create using your bows, and they are just exquisite. And imagine those tying up an envelope, the envelope that you've made yourself. Don't forget, they're going to decorate parcels, they're going to be used for cake decorating, gifts, all of your favourite things are going to look fabulous with this.
Okay, right now.
So we'll just wait till our cameras come back to us, which we're here. And Nancy, so you've wrapped round, which is what you've done each time.
Yeah, now.
And you're at the point where you would normally tie the knot.
So, right, this is the front of your bow. So at this point, you're going to thread your buckle through and put it through the other side. And then you've got the opportunity now. So I just pull that through the back other way here. Remember, do your little bit with your tape. With your tape. So when you're happy with it, then just tie that bow. So shall I put a bit? Have I got time to put this on?
Yes. Do you know, it's really interesting because we've looked at ribbons that have got woven edges, ribbon that has no edge, of fabric, torn fabrics, you've seen that. We've seen tying bows with string. I mean, I can't think of a way of doing all these lovely loops to make it so even if we hadn't been using the techniques that we've actually been taught here, which is just fabulous because it makes such a difference to the level with which we're crafting. And Nancy, it doesn't matter whether we're a beginner or a more experienced crafter, does it?
It's easy to use. You will always get fabulous results, and they just look lovely. Imagine if you've got lots and lots of bows because you're doing you're crafting a wedding. You've got all those invitations to make, and you want to make sure that the buckles go exactly where you put them. That is going to be absolutely beautiful. The other thing I wanted to show you is that if you wanted to put this around a card, when you pull it, it doesn't unravel. Look.
That's really important. Yeah, it's really important.
Isn't that lovely?
Well, we're going to take a little look at some finished samples and go and have a look at them. So let's take a little look at some of these beautiful things that we could decorate with our bows. And you can see there are some lovely examples of things that we can do. So we're talking about decorating everything from a gift bag to maybe something you've knitted, your hats. What about your gloves, knitting and actually doing your gloves? Doing wreaths, seasonal wreaths, putting them on cushions, doing them on gift wrap, on boxes, on cakes, on bottles, on gifts, on little cupcakes, on bags, on parcels. Nancy, there's everything.
Absolutely. I love the idea that you can use this around the house. It isn't just about card making, is it? Home decor. I love the idea that you can add little bits to maybe hats, to gloves, and to the back of your wellies. That's really, really trendy at the moment. It's lovely. And I like making Christmas wreaths. So for me, that's lovely to make those big, huge, luscious bows. That looks really nice.
Look at that. That's changed an ordinary pair of gloves into something really quite special. Absolutely love it. Now, we'll give you a quick recap of everything that we've learnt on Craft Academy. And thank you for your company. These are the things that we've actually covered. So we're going to start with our envelope crafter. So of course we looked at how to actually get started making different size envelopes, actually making them for different size cards that you've already got, and also making envelope boxes. And then we actually moved on to our bow maker. And we looked at making basic bows, working with organza and satins, and then using the big and beautiful to make different multi-layered bows, making a selection of bows using various different materials and combinations, and finally putting buckle sliders on. All of those individual elements making you perfect bows each time. Now, of course, the great thing about Craft Academy is every time you tune in to watch us, you're learning from an expert who's sharing their ideas, their inspiration, and all of those little tips. What we love is the fact that we get to do this in our own home. We don't have to leave home. We can do it in the comfort, sitting in the sofa, or actually at your craft table. You can pause us at any point. You can craft along with us, or you can actually watch us at your leisure. So Craft Academy is here for you so that you get to learn all of the things that we could possibly share with you. Take a little look around some of the things that we've got here. I mean, this just gives you the huge range of ideas of the kinds of things that you can make. And Nancy, to be able to make all of these different bows and the envelopes, you really don't have to be an expert, do you?
No, you really don't. They're very simple to use. You can get results very, very quickly, and you can be decorating, you can be sending your envelopes and your cards off easily. And I mean, I really like these gadgets, and that's what they are. They're tools. They're going to make life a lot easier.
Well, a massive thank you to the lovely Nancy for joining us in this hour. A big thank you to you for joining us as well. And we hope that you'll look forward to more of our Craft Academy. Remember, all of these different things are just made from those simple bows that we've shown you how to make in this last hour. And if you took the bows away, they wouldn't have the same look of luxury. They wouldn't have that same feeling of handcrafted with love. It's all about education. It's all about Craft Academy. It's been a pleasure to have your company. Please don't go anywhere because there's loads more coming up for you to watch.